Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to talk about a completely crazy concept known as NFTs. NFTs are basically the reason why a picture like this one is being sold for almost $70 million. You've most likely heard about NFTs before, but you don't actually know what it exactly means or what it actually is. In today's video, I'm going to talk about and explain the concept of NFTs, and then I'm going to talk about how you can make money from NFTs as well. Before we get further into today's YouTube video, I would highly encourage you to press the like button on the video or subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this one in the future. With that being said, then let's get started talking about NFTs. NFTs goes all the way back to 2014, and it's only within the last couple of years that NFTs started to get a ton of popularity. And right now the hype about NFTs are completely crazy. People are making millions and millions of dollars on these. NFT stands for non-fungible token. In order to understand what NFT actually is, then it's very important to understand the word non-fungible. The fungible word can actually be replaced with the word replace. Then it's called non-replaceable token. In order to understand what NFTs are, it is extremely important to understand what is replaceable and what is not replaceable. A really good example of something that is replaceable is this t-shirt, for example. This t-shirt was made by Ralph Lauren. It is a dark blue colored t-shirt and it is a medium-sized t-shirt. This t-shirt has been made in millions and it is a very popular t-shirt that they have produced. Basically, I don't care about this t-shirt. The only thing I care about is the size and the color of the t-shirt. But I don't care whether I got the first production t-shirt of this ever made or whether I got the last one or the one in the middle. It's the exact same t-shirt to me and it has the exact same value to me. Therefore, this t-shirt is replaceable because there are millions and millions of this t-shirt produced and they all have the same value. And it is not unique in any way. Therefore, it is replaceable. A really good example of something that's not replaceable could be art, for example. A really good example is if we take the Mona Lisa painting made by Leonardo da Vinci. Basically, this painting is worth an absolute enormous amount of money. But if there was a really good artist out there who was to create a replica of this painting, and this replica looked the exact same as the original, then the value of the replica would still be almost worthless compared to the original one. And that is because the original one has emotional value, whereas the replica does not have any of that. And that is why there can only be one Mona Lisa painting that has a specific value in the entire world. Only one of these paintings exists. The same goes for many other pieces of art out there. There can only be one of them, and that is why they have so high value. Since there is only one of them and people don't accept any replicas made, then these items are non-replaceable. So that is the definition of replaceable and non-replaceable, or fungible and non-fungible. If we go back to NFTs, which stands for non-fungible token, then it actually means that these tokens or these NFTs, they are not replaceable. And the reason why they're not replaceable is because they are built using blockchain technology. They are often built on Ethereum and they are built using smart contracts. So each and every single NFT has a specific code attached to it, and there is only one of these codes for the specific picture or the specific NFT in the entire world. And that is how it has value. And that is how it is non-replaceable, because there is only one. Since NFTs are non-fungible, then it also means that if you look at an NFT on your computer screen and you take a picture of this NFT and you think that it's the same as owning the NFT, then you are completely wrong. Because what it allows you to do when you own an NFT is you have the right to sell this NFT again, and you have the right to this NFT, and you actually own this piece of digital art there is. You don't have that if you just take a picture of it, then you have no rights at all. And that is what makes NFT very different from many other digital products there is. A lot of people out there, they do believe that NFTs and cryptocurrencies, they are the same. But that is not true at all, because NFTs are non-replaceable or non-fungible, whereas cryptocurrencies are fungible. A really good example of why cryptocurrencies are fungible is if I have one Ethereum here that is worth, let's say, $5,000, and I have another Ethereum over here, then that's also worth $5,000, which means they have the exact same value. And I don't care whether I have this Ethereum here in my bank or whether I have this Ethereum here in my bank. It has the exact same value. And that is also why you are able to trade these currencies. That is because they have a specific value attached to every single piece of Ethereum there is out there, or any other cryptocurrency there is for that matter. That is the main difference between NFTs and cryptocurrencies, namely that cryptocurrencies are fungible, whereas NFTs are non-fungible. Now when we know what NFTs actually are and what they stand for, I'm gonna go over some examples of NFTs that exist. NFTs are basically a digital product that does resemble a real life object. It could, for example, be a video, or it could be a picture, it could be music, or it could be in-game items and so on. There's a ton of things that you can put into NFTs. A couple of years ago, a really popular kind of NFT was these NBA shots. Basically, NBA, the shots of the match got into a NFT and people were able to buy these NFTs. So people were actually buying a video of this one shot of the match in an NBA match from several thousands of dollars for every single match. And the value of these were absolutely insane. So NFTs can be a ton of things. There is a lot of artists as well who is putting all of their work into NFTs because people basically have the opportunity to buy a piece of their work online. And that idea is very appealing to a ton of people. Now we know what NFTs are, and we have a rough idea of what it is that you can put into an NFT, even though there is a very broad range of products that can be tokenized into NFTs. Now I'm gonna go over how the value of these NFTs are determined, because that is what is absolutely mind-blowing, and that is what many people don't understand, is how you can make money or how these online things are actually worth something at all. In my opinion, then there is basically 4 reasons as to why NFTs have any value at all. Of course, the main reason and the overall reason is that NFTs are non-fungible. If they were fungible, then they most likely wouldn't have any value at all, because you could produce an unlimited amount of them and they would be the exact same. So that is the overall reason as to why NFTs have any value. However, it is not a part of my 4 example as to why it has value. So I'm gonna go over my 4 sort of like reasons as to why I do believe NFTs have such high value right now. The first reason is that some of these NFTs, for example, arts or music or certain pictures and so on, they can have a personal meaning to you. It could be that there is a specific song, for example, that does have some personal and emotional value to you, and therefore you are willing to pay for it. That is one way in which NFTs can have some value. A second reason as to why it can have value is that you might find it's really cool to own a certain piece of art or a certain item in a game or something, and you are willing to pay for it. That is another way in which it can have some value. And the third reason, which is most likely one of the biggest reasons as to why it has the value it has right now, is due to investing and speculation. There is a ton of people out there, including myself actually, who are buying these NFTs and hoping that someone else is willing to pay more for this specific code than I am. So it could be that I'm buying this specific code for $1,000 and I thereby have the right to this specific NFT. Then I sit back and I hope that one day there will be someone out there who is willing to pay, for example, $10,000 to own this one. And I will be willing to sell it for $10,000. I will basically have made a $9,000 profit just based on that. And there is a ton of people doing that, and people are making millions buying these NFTs and selling them again. And that is basically investing and speculation. Investing and speculating in these things are extremely risky because the underlying value of them are actually zero. It is not useful. NFTs are not useful for anything in real life. It is something that you want to own for a specific reason, but it doesn't add any value in your day-to-day life. And therefore investing into these is risky. The fourth reason is actually also one of the things I do believe is happening right now, and that is because we as humans have always wanted to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. Right now you can buy certain NFTs and you can get included into certain clubs and certain membership things that you don't do without owning these NFTs. And people are willing to buy NFTs in order to be a part of something. And there's a ton of people doing it. You can, for example, buy NFTs that are made by celebrities and you can get into their social media clubs and all of that. And you have a community in there and people, they really want to be a part of something like that. And that is another reason as to why certain NFTs made by celebrities, they often have a high value. It is because there is something attached to it and that people become a part of something that they think is cool and that other people are a part of as well. And that is a really good reason as to why NFTs have value, because this is something that is deep within us as human beings. That was basically my 4 reasons as to why NFTs have value and how the value can change depending on who it is that wants to buy it. The value of NFTs are very similar to art, for example, where art for some people have a ton of value and to other people it doesn't have any value at all. It could be the same with certain songs, right? You also know certain people who really like certain songs because they do mean something for them. But that song doesn't have any value to you at all because you don't have the same feelings towards it. And when people can buy these feelings or they can buy these things that have a personal meaning, well, then they tend to go up in value. That was basically all I had in today's video. I really hope that you learned something about NFTs and you now have a better understanding of what it actually is and why it has value to people. I hope that you liked the video. If you did, then please press the like button below and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this one in the future. See you in the next one.